And what we're going to do is going to talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme today. See, me and Mark share a lot of common interests. So, and you're a year older or 2 years older than me?
40.
40 years?
I'm 40.
You're 40,
I'm 40.
40 years older than me.
Yo, what's 30 years?
Yeah.
I'm 40.
2 years.
2 years.
40. Van Damme playing that villain, but Van Damme's always
Ivan Krasensky.
When he did his IMDb, he sort of tried to get himself in a few different productions.
Yeah.
And he tried, like Predator. Obviously, it's common knowledge now that
that he was the Predator, right?
But obviously, he was sacked.
Is there any clips of that actually?
There's a couple of clips.
I've never seen a clip of him actually. I've seen a photo
There's
of
a
him in the
photo,
suit,
yeah.
but I've never seen an actual live footage. Right?
I think it was more when they replaced the Predator, and obviously Stan Winston came in and changed the Predator from what it was meant to be. Because in Predators, Rodriguez's movie, the creature that they first encounter is inspired by the original creature.
Yeah.
There was like a little Easter egg there. But that was Van Damme. He was trying to get in there with the right people, and he had this downward spiral. But he became the king of DVD. But he's in loads of stuff that was award-winning or potential. And then halfway through the 90s, which we were talking about then, when Van Damme went down,
yeah,
Nicolas Cage becomes your action movie.
National Treasure and all that type of stuff. Brilliant.
The Rock, National Treasure, Face Off.
Yeah.
John Travolta has a comeback. Do you know what I mean? John Travolta has his comeback.
Broken
so
Arrow.
When that happened, when we got the Michael Bay era, like Will Smith became a massive action star. When we got that, Van Damme. Well, that's the thing about the list. We'll get to Street Fighter. If you're a fan of Van Damme, get ready for a rant. So here's the list.
Number one,
woman in a Twilight Garden.
What is it?
Woman in a Twilight Garden.
It's got to be porn that way.
Just fucking creepy.
Woman in the Twilight. I'm gonna have to search that.
He's not acting, he's just in the background.
Like his kickboxer type.
Well, again, he's wearing the half-cut spandex, which it's talk about, which inspired Rob Van Dam as well. Monte Carlo Forever, aka the gay karate man.
Never seen that one either. I've got to say, I've never known anything about that at all.
There's actually a clip on this on YouTube.
Have you seen the clip of it?
He's got a white suit on with his little black belt, riding around in a car, acting very gay. He plays the evil bad guy.
Ivan Krasensky. I used to have the old version on the VHS, which was like a drawing of them two together. The one I gave you ages ago. And I love that one because it had the music, no retreat and no surrender. But then after I give it to you, I bought it again on DVD, and it's just a completely different movie.
If you didn't have it on VHS back then, you didn't have it. Do you know what I mean? So if you had Bloodsport on VHS, you're gonna fucking burn the tape out. Just the story, I mean, don't get us wrong, is when he's the kid and he gets the hat cut off the top, it's just like...
That kid is the worst actor in the history of acting.
You lose. But even Chun Li, I mean, even look at that gift when like he's going, he's fucking terrifying as a kid. But that meme where they're going around where it's like Van Damme screaming with the sun in his eyes and like him hitting the drums, it's fucking hilarious. 88 films are all like gimme Van Damme. So one films is
still a massive selling base.
He's huge. He is huge. Masters of the Universe 2, also known as Cyborg.
Oh, Masters of the Universe, what's that?
Do you not know that story?
No, what's that? Shut up, man. So is he meant to be He-Man?
I fucking hope not.
It's just when he's like, don't fight this guy, and his brother goes,
a fucking brick.
His brother goes, what's he gonna hit? Stop doing all this stuff, and I'm just like, he was a bad actor to be fair, the brother I thought like.
We should have had Matt Davies here for this. Matt Davies is going to be watching this going fucking dick. Because Matt Davies has met Van Damme. Yeah. Lionheart.
It pisses me off when it's called Lionheart because I've always known it. This absent without leave, AWOL. That's the Sandman, isn't it?
Yeah. Can't kill me, bird. It's fucking honestly, right? It's fucking brutal. And it's Van Damme like, he killed my partner. And he's hiding in the cupboard. Like, peekaboo. There's a bit where he kills the fucking preacher guy with the axe, and he jumps out of nowhere, stabs him with the axe, uppercuts him, And Van Damme's like, don't worry, he runs away. And he's meant to be dead, but the actor's still breathing on the floor. Chad is one of them. He was the flexible sex pest.
That's the one where
He's got a mullet.
the hunting homeless people down is fucking spot on. That's
fucking brutal. There's a bit where he kicks somebody and they fucking fall right into the camera and they hit the face off the parking meter. As a kid, you're like, fuck me, did you see that? So you wind that. It's the fact that they make this big fucking deal of getting in the shuttle.
Yeah.
Like, watch you don't swallow your tongue, and they're all fucking spacing around. And they just appear out of a blimp.
Aye.
Into thin air, in the water, and you get ran over. Where does the fucking rocket ship go?
Aye,
Because they come back in the rocket ship. Right, so at this point I would say Van Damme is at the peak. That much peak, Van Damme turns down Mortal Kombat and says he's going to play Guile in Street Fighter and have ginger hair.
Now, he should never have been cast as Guile. Guile's an all-American badass, isn't he? With an American tattoo. Whoever done the casting for Street Fighter should never work in show business again.
Chun-Li, she was great. She looked young. But then the guy who plays E. Honda is a Samoan. I'm sure, yeah.
Ryan and Ken were just like a comedy duo, and they weren't badass like they should have been.
But you look at Mortal Kombat and you go, why is Christopher Lambert Raiden? Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on! Here comes Van Damme's. You know how we're talking about every big action star has to have a prison film? Every action star has to have a Die Hard rip-off.
Yeah.
Because that's what sudden death is. Michael Jar White, who is a physical specimen who doesn't get enough love.
Never back down, any.
Yeah, standing there, ripped to fuck. Michael Jar White was in the original Universal Soldier, right?
Alright.
In the Vietnam scene. And he essentially gets killed.
The thing with him is he doesn't look like a martial artist till he starts doing martial arts.
Because he's
like
man.
this big, isn't he? And then he starts doing all this stuff and you're like, how can you
watching
do that?
him fight Scott Atkins in the Undisputed series, fucking amazing. And there's a bit in have you seen Blood and Bone?
Yeah.
He runs up and kicks 4 people in the face. How do you do that? But like Michael Jar White got cast in the movie as Seth, right? And it's the fucking evil robot. And he came up to Van Damme, he's just like, really enjoying this. And he's like, I was in the original Universal Soldier. And Van Damme was like, where? He's like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything in case I got sacked. And Van Damme went, well, that makes perfect sense. That the super body that's been in cryospace that the computer's trying to get into is somebody from the original movie. And I'm like, I fucking let him go. Van Damme is a serial killer.
The bad guy?
He's a bad guy, right? Got long hair, he's called the Torch. Likes to kidnap girls and set them on fire.
No.
Mickey Rourke, the other guy from Cliffhanger, is obsessed with tracking them down. So what do? To find them? I guess.
I have no idea.
They clone Van Damme. So Mickey Rooney has got a human child version of Van Damme.
So the only way to find a serial killer is to clone the serial killer.
These films, when we go back and we look at
these are the ones that I wouldn't have seen, just the straight to DVD ones.
But the thing is, this is interesting because
got low budget in that.
Double Team, Knock Off, Legionnaire, Universal Soldier, The Replicant, and The Order. These would when DVD just come out. This is early days of DVD.
So you're talking, I would say, a Legionnaire, and then it's just a massive drop from Legionnaire.
But the thing is, if you at this time when DVD became a household thing, right? Van Damme film doesn't go to the pictures. You walk into a video shop, you've just bought yourself a DVD player.
Yeah.
Right. Like again, they're bringing out all the old movies, which. It's not too long from VHS, so there is that thing of ours an upgrade. But then you look at all these new movies. Oh, Van Damme's got a new movie, and it's only on DVD. It's not as bad as the next one.
So have you watched all of these movies?
You know what's interesting about The Shepherd?
What's that?
They made it just before we made the tournament.
Did they? Is that the one he chose instead of the tournament?
Possibly. But the thing is, a lot of the locations we used in the tournament, it was in Bulgaria, where we make it look like the northeast of England. They use the same locations to make it look like Mexico. Scott Atkins is an amazing guy. He's such a nice guy, but he's a freak of fucking nature. I was hanging one day, right, on the set of tournament. And I think it might have been the night, because when you hang out with JJ, you see the sun come up and you've got to go back to set. And I was there, and there's a bit of it on camera, and Scott walked into the set on his hands and front flipped onto his feet. And I shut you and I nearly dropped my fucking coffee. It was the only thing I can remember briefly about Assassination Games, because it's like Van Damme versus Scott Atkins, but oh no, wait there, they've got a team up near the end. There's a guy, right, and he's clearly been told, look that way. Scott Atkins runs, right, and he just jumps. and the fucking height he gets for a double drop kick, right? And the guy just gets kicked straight off. It's just like flying through the air like that, and he just gets kicked perfectly, and it's just like fucking hell.
Besing the video.
Rozvenki Povek Napoleon. You need to have a look at the front cover of that. Fuck my life, it's Van Damme's Napoleon.
So these must just be Belgian movies, aren't they?
Yeah. But when you see the second one, and they're going through the fucking airport, and Bruce Willis and Schwarzenegger are in the car, and he's going, who's next, Rambo? And the fucking whole place is just getting like, that's what you fucking wanted.
I don't know if this one either. I think he should have just stopped with the first one and just left this series alone. Like. Welcome to which one?
Exactly, which one?
Because you've got The Rocks.
That's called The Rundown. We've missed a film.
What's that?
Desert Heat. Jing Bing Man. No, yeah. Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
What's that?
Have you seen that? Right, so
all this
time, right? Jean-Claude Van Damme has been a spy. After that, we've got Lucas, also known as the Bouncer. Also, honestly, God, the fucking DVD. This freaks me out, right? On the front cover of the DVD, you know, the slip cover.
Yeah.
It's Van Damme like that.
Like Jesus.
No, like a hoodie on, looking down, rain around him, right? Take the slip cover off, exactly the same pose, but Van Damme's like that. He pulled it up, right? His fucking face changes. It's like, oh, that's scary. Here is an exclusive clip for the short edit that's taken a while to cut. A note and cut for the Van Damme's Better in Person along with Mark. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Bouncer, and he comes higher in the background. Gonna come in, creep around the door. Yes, you are. So yeah, if you got it when it first came out, that's what you got. This is also called Lucas. We're not talking Corey here. But yeah, if you do it, let go. Look. See, look. I think in the video I said it was the other way around, but still, you know, quite creepy. But it's an exclusive clip just for the short edit. Looking back over, to wrap this up, looking back over it, I would have loved to see Van Damme and Demolition Man 2.
Oh,
I think Demolition Man had especially the cryo breakout, that opportunity there. So this has been the first one. I think we might have to have a few trailers in the outtakes, but hopefully we'll do. Who would you say would be others like this? I would say Stallone,
Schwarzenegger.
If you say Steven Seagal,
I'm not doing a Steven Seagal. I couldn't do.